Save Our Schools Network, a minute 25. Yeah, we can watch this. Let's read the description real quick, though. Save Our Schools Network, SMR. Lumad daughter deprived of right to see father on International Women's Day. The SOS Network, KEBU, strongly condemns the DSWD7's detention of the Lumad minors and the deprivation of their basic rights. The SOS team, together with the Lumad father, Tate, arrived at the DSWD7 at around 4 p.m. today, March 8. However, the guards on duty would not let them visit Tate's child because, according to them, social worker Brenda Abio is no longer in the office. This is despite the fact that, in a previous dialogue, DSWD7 Regional Director Rebecca Gamala had stated that Tate can visit her daughter anytime. Tate and the SOS team stood at the gate for 2 hours trying to negotiate and assert Tate's right to visit her daughter, or his daughter, sorry. But the personnel at DSWD7 would not give way. When the 6 Lumad children themselves attempted to run to the gate to where Tate and the SOS team stood, they were forcefully held back by the guards. When the children asserted to see Tate and SOS, the guards kept assuring them that they would be allowed to visit. However, the children's assertion and the pleas of Tate and the SOS at the gate fell to deaf ears. Together with the other Lumad children, Tate's daughter managed to run to the gate crying. She was able to stay there just enough to hold Tate's hand and talk briefly before DSWD7 personnel ordered the children to return inside. It was also found out that the DSWD7 had lied about social worker Brenda Abio being absent from the office because the SOS team later discovered that she was across the street the entire time and refused to meet with the SOS and Tate. Lying fucking scum. It is clear that there is basis in the filing of habeas corpus because there are irregularities in the DSWD-7's detention of the Lumad minors, especially Tate's child. The DSWD-7 did not only bar Tate, but they also barred his child and the other Lumad children from seeing him. The children are being restricted and deprived of their basic human rights. It is even possible that the children are being put under psychological torture because the DSWD-7 prohibits them from contacting parents or lawyers. Furthermore, Tate is being red tagged by the PNP as a member of the New People's Army in order to delegitimize and invalidate his calls to see his child. The DSWD-7 is using the accusation of the PNP that the father is an armed rebel to keep his own child from him. The SOS Network, CEBU, strongly condemns what is another attack on the rights of children and indigenous people. We further condemn the DSWD-7's refusal to allow Tate to visit his child despite a previously agreed upon arrangement. It is deplorable that his daughter, on International Women's Day no less, has been deprived of her own right to see her father. We call on all concerned child rights organizations, child advocates, and supporters of the Lumad 26 to condemn the DSWD-7's detention of the Lumad children. The irregularities in the children's detention are too brazen to ignore. Release the Lumad children now. So it says, Tate and his daughter talk over the gates of the DSWD-7. Sorry, let's back it up. Start one more time. Sorry, fam. The Tate and his daughter talk over the gates of the DSWD-7. The child narrates how the DSWD-7 personnel refused to call social worker Brenda Abilo when Tate and the SOS team arrived.
Gibunlot ka gani ada di ba?
Tete and his daughter.
Gibunlot ka to security.
She also narrated how she was forcefully held back by the guards from seeing her father.
Bal ikaw man saksi ka dito mga nga dayon ug lakaw ni Mikay dire gibunlot sa security. Gibunlot sa kita nako dire naka-video eh.
The children are being restricted and deprived of their basic human rights. It is even possible that children are being put under psychological torture because the DSW D7 prohibits them from contacting parents or lawyers. She also explains how the DSW7 guards told her that they would let her father visit her soon, but they never did. The guards actually ignored Tete and the SOS team.
Dili mi nila pasudlon.
She also says, Tay, why is that? I thought this was a rescue. This is not a rescue. We're like prisoners here. They're prohibiting so many things. Jesus Christ, fam. There is so much oppression of the most vulnerable and marginalized people all over the planet right now. This is a concerted global effort. This is a real attempt at a final fucking clampdown on all of humanity, man. I mean, imperialist powers have always devastated the lives of vulnerable and poor people, especially since capitalism, right? And we can date back prior to that. But, you know, the colonization of the British over so many fucking years and the expansion and the, manifest destiny of fucking the United Snakes. I mean, it's just, you know, the tyranny under Duterte, him out here murdering fucking supposed drug dealers and shit on the street, imprisoning children and denying them access to their children and lawyers. They're terrified of the power our numbers represent, fam. We need to be unifying against this in defense of the most marginalized on the planet. That should be our organizing principle, fam, is advocation for and solidarity with the most marginalized, vulnerable, and under attack in our global community. We do that, we facilitate that effort by joining some type of anti-capitalist group, collective, org, or party, whether communist or anarchist, but as long as that it's vehemently anti-capitalist and pro-socialist. It will have embedded in it these notions of solidarity with the most marginalized and vulnerable. But we have to do this, fam. We can't just watch videos. And you can't just make videos. You have to be working in congruence with other anti-capitalist comrades. It's crucial. It's crucial in 2021. If we don't do this, we're going to wake up very soon to a global fucking fascist police state. It is this fucking close, fam. And this looks like it's a, also from Save Our Schools Network, Cebu. So, definitely would say go check this out. It's an hour and 53 minutes, so we're not going to go through it here. But Save Our Schools Network press conference regarding a Cebu City court granting the petition of writ of habeas corpus of the father of a Lumad minor who is in the custody of the DSWD-7. Yesterday, even with a court order for her release, the father was barred by the DSWD-7 and police from claiming his child. So there you go, fam. Here's a almost 2-hour discussion on this. I don't even know what to call it. This child separation policy. If you want to find out more, please go give that a watch. This is also from, okay, this is the flyer for that. Let's see. Free Lumada 26 update. Lumad miners still with the DSW DR07. Tension rose as the police barred Tate and the SOS team from claiming the Lumad miner. Here's a list of things that you can click on for where you can donate to this effort and learn more. I'll go ahead and click through all 4 of these photos and let you take a good look at them, fam, if this is something you're interested and capable of contributing to. List of some of the things that they could use for supplies, donations. This is, for monetary donations, you may donate to the following channels. Okay. There you go, fam. Once you have successfully donated, please send a screenshot of your transaction to the official page of the SOS Network, Cebu. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly.
Where has she gone?